Welcome back. Today in our Sunday Spotlight, the guide to great places in Connecticut where you and your dog are welcome. Rachel Musa has compiled quite the list and is sharing it all with us on her Instagram account and website, Dog Friendly Find CT. Rachel and Wheezy are joining us in the studio. We said where you can go with your dog. Well, CT23 turns out to be one of them. We got Wheezy his own chair, but he does not wish to use it. So we're going to let him stay right there. He's got a little treat, and he can do his thing. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
How did this idea come about?
So it was around this time last year, and I was really just looking for a place that I could bring Wheezy. He has two brothers as well. So I kept looking with my neighbor, who also has a dog, to find places, and we kept coming up with like the same things. Breweries are super dog friendly, but we wanted more. So I am a little extra and kind of took it the next step and just really dove into finding all the places, and the Instagram kind of just took on a life of its own.
And obviously, you know, you want places you can go, and it's a common, you know, I have a dog and I'd bring her places if I could, but you don't know where the dog's going to be okay. So how do you figure these places out?
So Instagram's been really helpful for me. I just directly message most of the businesses and ask for their dog policy. I've made some phone calls. Google is okay, but usually you type in dog friendly and friendly gets magnified, and so friendly places, but we still just want our dog. So social media has been so good.
So I know we have some pictures we can show us some of the places, and I looked through your website. I mean, there's places you might not think of that. Give me some examples.
So we recently just started an activities page, so I didn't realize you could take your dog kayaking, canoeing, the polo clubs around here.
Well, and here, I mean, we saw that you said a brewery. We saw Anthropology. I mean, that's not a store people might think they could bring their dog in.
There's so many local stores as well as chains. Pottery Barn, that was Hawk Ridge Winery. There's just so many places, and I tried really hard to make lists that not only say you can bring them, but if they're allowed indoors versus outdoors, and really just a big overview of what's going on.
And you have an interactive map on the website, and I mean, there's tons of places all around the state.
Yeah, I've worked really hard to make sure that it's across the whole entire state, because people live all over. You want to take your dog, and it's been really fun just exploring all those places.
Now, I know you qualified it, and is it one of your dogs barks when he sees other dogs? Or?
Yeah.
So it may not be that this is right for every dog.
No, you definitely should know your dog. Like I said, we have 3 dogs, so Biggie is our oldest. He doesn't come out anymore because it's just too much for him. And Usher sometimes has some social anxiety and barks, so we know not to maybe bring him to like a restaurant where it's a small patio and he's going to be super close to someone. So it's basically up to you as a dog owner, but you should know your dog and be responsible for taking them places as well.
Of course. And I know from covering news, and you can do a gazillion stories about things. You do a story about a dog, you get more feedback than anything else. What's the feedback been like for you?
It's been super positive. It's been so amazing. My Instagram, like I said, took on a life of its own. So people have been sending me places, their experiences, what's working for them. It's become this super interactive group activity almost. So like I'm compiling everything, but it's not only me. It's really the Connecticut dog community taking it on. I'm trying to highlight local businesses too. So it's been super positive in just like the small business world as well. All
right, so if somebody's watching and says, hey, my business is dog friendly, how do we get on the list?
So you can message me through Instagram. I also on my website have an inquiry, so you can just send me, and I will always add anyone to the map or the list.
And there's all the addresses if people want those. Now, do you ever get people who say, you know, Rachel, listen, I went on the website, you told me to go to, you know, blah, 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 and they said it didn't go well, or they said no, or do you hear some of that sometimes?
Yes, a couple times. So I do have a disclaimer to always check before going. The policies are always changing. It's really up to each business how they want to handle their dog policy. So I would always check before going.
And just, we have like 30 seconds left, but any advice? So you've been doing this a lot. You've been traveling all these places. So for dog owners who say, listen, I want to do this, I'm going to throw the dog in the car and we're going to go. What's your advice?
I think just be prepared with your dog. I always bring water and a chew. You know your dog best, so pick a spot that maybe has more space to begin with and have fun.
And I'll give you mine for my example. Bring lots of poop bags.
Oh, yes, always.
Nothing's worse at an outdoor place than being like, oh, no, what now?
I know. A lot of them have them, but it's very true.
So lots of lists, Instagram, go on the website, and if a business wants to get added, there's a Contact Me page.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, listen, bring the treat for Wheezy's. Welcome back. back anytime. We
Thank
are
you
officially
so
a
much.
dog-friendly establishment here at CT23.
Love it.
You can check out Rachel's dog-friendly places through her Instagram account and her website. There it is one more time on Instagram. You search dog_friendly_finds_CT on the web. It's dogfriendlyfinds.com. It's quite the list. You should check it out. That is CT23 for this week. CBS Sunday Morning is coming up next. Have a great rest of your weekend. Maybe go on Rachel's website. You could go take your dog somewhere. Maybe you'll bump into her and Wheezy out on the road in Connecticut. We'll meet you back here in our Studio A, our dog-friendly Studio A, next Sunday morning. Have a great day, everybody.